Hey, I'm D Revolution. I'm a writer. I've written 4 screenplays, 3 books, and I've recorded 3 poetry CDs. I've been studying storytelling for 30 years. Um, and this channel, please subscribe to my channel. Please go to Facebook and join my Facebook group, Black Books for the United States. Um, this channel is for the writers from a writer's perspective, in the mind of a writer, which I am. And the one thing I want to ask you as a writer is, why do you write? Why were you chosen to be a writer? Why do you write stories? What is your purpose? And I'm asking you that because I had to ask myself that. When I finally figured out that I was born to be a writer, and I'm a writer and I like to write stories and things like that. But when I look at my siblings, they give a damn about writing. Like, it takes a special type of person to be born to be a writer. I don't know what it is, but the truth of the matter is it's hard to be a writer and like literature, and nobody around you like it or into it or whatever. So I'm relating to you. Why do you write? What is your purpose of writing? And in your purpose of writing, what message are you trying to convey to others? What message are you trying to get across to others? Because ultimately, when somebody reads your story, you want to leave something on their mind, no matter what the story is about. You want to be able to plant seeds and things to make them think. I don't know, but there's been times that I've gone to the movies and seen a very good movie, and when I leave that particular theater, I'm still thinking about that movie and what would happen and what was said and what was done. That's an effective movie, which is another form of storytelling. So, again, I ask you, why do you write? What do you want the world to know? Are you doing it for money? Or are you doing it because you really have an opinion about something, or you really have something to say? I don't do it for money. I do it because I have a lot to say. And I see a lot of things in this world and I want to talk about them. And I learned the best way to talk about some of the things that I need to say is to put it in a story form where you are actually teaching people and they don't even know they're being taught. But they are learning something that they didn't know. And that feeling to me is more valuable than money, because that's something that's gonna last forever. But some people write, and they think about money first, and I'm not knocking those people because you need money to live. I need money. I don't get my books away for free or nothing like that. But if I had to choose between somebody reading my story and buying my story, but they don't read it, I want somebody to read my stuff. So understand, and to me, and it's just my opinion. To me, it brings out a different energy when you're writing because you have something to say than if you're writing just to make money. Most people who write just to make money, they don't put thought and substance into their story. They're just trying to get enough to have a book to get it out there and sell it and come up with a cool title and things like that. I mean, and if it works for you, that's fine. I'm not knocking those people, but I have to have a sense of purpose behind my writing. And if you're just beginning, that's something, and you're listening to this video, you were meant to hear this video. You were meant to find this video and hear what I had to say. Because if you get out there as a writer, you are one of the few chosen in the world that will be one of the billions of books that's out here, one of the billions of people that has written before you and that's gonna write after you. And you are an example to people that you haven't even met. that's gonna read your stuff long after you're gone, and you're gonna be an example for future writers. So it's very important that you know why you're writing. You write with a purpose, and just to backtrack on what I just said, I read a couple books that really touched me. That said, okay, I can tell my story. And the author that I read, Iceberg Slim, is no longer here. He wasn't here when I read the book. He had passed away or whatever, but his book did that to me. I mean, a few other books that I read, what I'm saying, the authors are still living, but his particular book, and if you haven't heard of Iceberg Slim, you need to go read his books. You really do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know who he is, but he's been very inspirational in the black community in the 50s and 60s. Iceberg Slim. He has Mama Black Widow. He has Trick Baby. I know that's two of his books, but the book I read was called Pimp. And though the title says what it says, the book was so good and so deep. It's called Pimp, Iceberg Slim. And when he wrote that story and I read the story, I seen everything he talked about. It was a very smart written story, and it was a true story. And at the end of the day, that book is what really, really said, okay, well, I could tell my story. He told his story. I could tell mine. And that is the effect that you're going to have on other writers when they read your book. We don't know how one book get passed to the next. The books that I have out there now, somebody 10, 20 years from now will find a book and say, oh, let me check this out. So, I mean, it's a responsibility. I'm D Revolution. Please like and subscribe to my page. Join my Facebook group, Black Books for United States, on Facebook.com. Peace. You guys have a great day.